What's this one? Sal pranks Gary about booking Metallica? What's that?
Yeah, when you said Metallica's coming in, which I am so freaking psyched for.
Right.
Sal pranked Gary years ago about Metallica coming into play.
Did you?
Yeah, when I used to call him a horse-toothed jackass back in 1996.
Let me see.
Howard Search, may I help you?
Gary?
No, he's on the phone. May I take a message?
Tell him it's Cliff Bernstein on the phone from Q Prime Management. Hey, Metallica. Yeah, April 15th.
They're in town?
Yep.
What are they doing?
Letterman.
No kidding.
Yep.
No kidding.
And they want to come on?
Yep.
Oh, that's great. I mean, what
Can we do it or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
April 15th?
Yep.
Listen, we have a song parody, too, we can do on the show.
Wait a second. What's your partner's name?
It's called Horse-Tooth Jackass.
See, that's not that good, though.
Back in the day.
You know, because...
That was
when I was a beginner.
Yeah, you've gotten better.
Work. Yeah.
But we have a whole database, Howard, about right here, about 15 pages of all the dirty words, the dirty names that we go to when we make these phony phone calls.
Give me the name that you're dying to get on the air that you haven't so far.
Well, one is Herb Eversmells.
Herb Eversmells. Yeah. That's a tough one.
And we did Gabe Bathhouse, but now we're trying to do Gabe Boy Toucher.
Yeah, Gabe Oi Toucher. I don't know if we've done Lou Sasshole either. Yeah. That's a good one.
We have a whole...
Lou Sasshole.
Yeah.
Lou Lou Sasshole.
Dixon B. Tweener Legs. These are the ones we've been trying to get off.
Right.
How can people listen to that and not just be in tears laughing when they hear a name like that? Some people get so mad. It's like
one of my favorites is Droopy Balls. We called the guy with that one.
Droopy Balls.
100-year-old
Drew P. Balls. Our show, I got to tell you how fucked up our show is. Like, I've put together a seminar where everyone is going to get together and just talk phony phone calls.
Right.
A phony phone call summit.
A summit. Because I was thinking the other day, so we need a summit where everyone just goes and brainstorms phony phone calls.
Yeah.
That's our work.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah. So we're just having a whole day of phony phone call seminar.
That's like our heaven for Richard and myself.
I know. Led up by these two idiots.
I love where the heads of the
wow, what
seminar.
a job, you know. Like when you got called down to that PD's office.
Yeah.
Like who knew one day your job would be to like hold seminars and teach people how to make phony phone calls.
The cops came. The cops had to pull my dad off of me one time for when I prank called my religion teacher.
What do you mean?
When I was a kid, I used to prank call my religion teacher. I used to go to the supermarket next door.
And how did the cops get involved?
She started taping it.
Right.
And then she figured out it was my voice, and she handed it over to the police because I wanted phone sex from my religion teacher.
And then when the cops showed up...
So my dad goes, can I talk to my son in the back? And he sent me in the back, and my dad jumped on me and started beating the shit out of me.
So the cops had to arrest him?
Well, they pulled him off, and they calmed him down. And they said, we think it's settled.
It's enough punishment. Yeah. Your father beat the shit out of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's so great. Did he
goes,
punch you and
he
stuff?
goes, can I talk to my son, please? I'll be right back.
Yeah, calmly, right?
Yeah. He took me out back, I guess, so they wouldn't see me. And I think my mom started screaming, and the cops came, and they pulled my dad off of me.
Best day of Sal's life. Like he'd never been paid attention to by his father before.
But what was I thinking? A prank call my religion teacher.
And she fucking identified your voice, you idiot.
Yeah, and I lived down the block from her. Such an asshole.
Like, what did you do? Like, call up with phone sex? And...
Yeah, I just said, what are you wearing? And drop your pants.
And it was a little voice.
Yeah. And I called from a payphone at a supermarket next door to my dad's pizza place.
How old are you?
Oh, I think I was 12 years old. I would just go into my dad's cash register and steal a whole pile of quarters, go right to the payphone.
See, that doesn't sound like a prank call to me.
Yeah,
it sounds like he was turned on.
Yeah, right.
Do it. Yeah.
There was no prank. There was no joke.
Yeah, he really
wasn't. I don't know.
The prank was on you when your dad got a hold of you.
Stupid ass me. I used to call the pharmacy in Roosevelt, Long Island, and pretend to be a girl having sex with him. Like, why wouldn't I call a girl? I'm calling a guy.
Yeah, Sal improved on your method.
My pussy is very wet. I want to meet you outside the pharmacy. What time do you get off? Do you have some... And I didn't even understand the concept of rubbers. Like, so I was like, do you have scumbags? He goes, yeah, I got some scum. I wish I could play this on the air. He goes, yeah, I got some scumbags. The guy was a nice guy. He knew we were fucking idiots.
Right.
But he was like, yeah, baby. He goes, I got some scumbags. what kind of scumbags you got? You got extra large scumbags? You go, yeah, that's what I wear, extra large scumbags. Well, when I meet you out back in the alley, I want you to put on one of those extra large scumbags.
Well, you know we're going to take audio of you just doing that now and call pharmacy.
Yeah, here's some more lines. I'll wild track for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, when I get a hold of you, I'm gonna take your penis with that extra large scumbag and really work it over. I'm really. He goes, oh yeah, what do you look like? I got big 36 double D's. Even though I was a kid, I think I was describing Robin.
See in the future.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Howard, there was a mental health clinic one time that I called.
Yeah.
And I said, my dad had a pizza place that burnt down 15 years ago.
Right.
And now he's having flashbacks because my mom died in the pizza place, but he's back on the bottle. He was an alcoholic.
Right.
And he thinks he's in the pizza place, but he's at home.
It's already too complicated.
Well, she said, let me speak to your dad. So what I did was I conference called the mental health clinic to my dad's real pizza place.
And they got on with
So
your
my dad gets on. She goes, sir, where are you? He goes, I'm in the pizza place. She goes, not anymore. The pizza place burnt down. He goes, are you fucking crazy? She goes, your son's upstairs, you're downstairs. And he goes, lady, it's a pizza place. She goes, no, your wife died in the pizza place 15 years ago. Then I would call up a sewer place saying that the toilets are all backed up, and I'd conference call them to my dad. I was like, sir, what's the problem? I was like, what problem? Because there's shit all over the bathroom. He goes, what the fuck are you talking about? I would do this to my dad all the time.
That's not funny. That's like, you know my friend Neil Drake?
Yes.
He was friends with that guy, Big Al. They both owned stereo stores at the time.
Right.
And all day, Neil would get guys calling up, like sales guys, trying to sell him shit. He'd conference call Big Al, and he'd conference them over to them, and they would think he would line it up so that he would tell them, this guy really wants to buy stuff. But, you know, you don't let him off the phone. You just gotta, and it would go on all fucking day.
That's great.
Yeah. When they started that conference calling thing, it was a boost to the phony phone call business.
Mm-hmm. I was working for Bell Telephone at the time. I was selling 800 numbers to local businesses. And then the conference call came out. And all I did was call Chinese restaurants and conference call them together. That's how we got Chinese confusion.
Right.
I would call pizza places all day, conference call them together.
So you put your 10,000 hours in before you got this job.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
He just thought he was supposed to be a stockbroker.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kids today, they don't take the phony phone call art as seriously as we all did, right?
It's the caller ID.
Well, you know what it is? They all text now, these little fucking punks.
Yeah.
Back then, all we had was the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a big,
no caller
big
ID.
giant Wallensack recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to get pranked, and he'd just leave the phone off the hook, and that would really screw somebody up.
Yeah.
Because you used to not be able to hang up if the other person didn't hang up.
Yeah.
Right, your line was still live.
Yeah, and my buddies got busted by my dad because then their parents would come home and they'd be like, why is Richard's dad on the line?
Yeah, by the way, if you're getting prank called, you probably 90% of the time it's some asshole you know.
Right.
You know.
Well, we get tips from fans. It's great. They're like, hey, my dad gets real mad on the phone. Here's his number. Call him.
Yeah.
One girl gave us a
dad.
One girl, this guy had a yogurt shop, a gyro shop.
Right.
She's got to call him. He's
Isn't
crazy.
it a gyro?
Gyro.
What is that? Gyro or gyro?
I say gyro.
Euro.
Gyro.
What? How do you say it, Robin?
Gyro.
Yeah, gyro.
I say gyro.
Get over here.
Gyro. Get over here.
Yeah. Do you also say Dali?
What, for Dolly?
For deli.
For deli.
Oh, yeah. I can't say falafel.
Falafel.
Yeah, that's it. I always say
All right, go ahead. Yeah, so you were saying.
No, this lady, so it was a friend of ours, and this guy had a gyro shop.
Right.
And he's like the soup Nazi. Call him up, so Rich and I couldn't wait. We prank called him. We drove him crazy.
Right.
So then we asked her, can you go to him and get the consent for us? You know, that's how it works when we get to. She went in there. He flipped the fuck out. She's banned from the store. It was her favorite place. It was out in L.A.
Gonna hear it?
No, we can't play it. The guy flipped out.
Never got permission.
Yeah. She goes, not only did he say no, I'm banned from the store.
Ugh, what a dick.
Yeah, total douche.
Something we used to do when we were kids, when we call like the local radio station too, is we'd get all the other DJs worked up and get them to apologize for something on the air the next day. We'd call up and say, "Hey, is Jim around?" And he was a DJ from the morning radio. And they go, "No, he's not here right now." And I go, "Well, he borrowed a bunch of porno movies from me. Can you have him call me?" And then the next day, Jim would go on the air and he goes, "I just want to make it clear, I do not watch porno movies." And we just waited for the
Big apology.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Well, boys, we could reminisce about your phony phone call history all day.
Yes.
Well, this really is the greatest job ever. We're so lucky to be able to do this. It's
What a
awesome.
walk down memory lane with Sal and Richard.
Who knew that they were doing this from young time?
An entire idiotic history.
Yeah.
A totally meaningless life.
Involving the cops, Robin.
Right. And your dad. I just love the image of him beating the shit out of
I
him.
know,
God,
and
that's
them having to
horrible.
pull him off.
Excuse me, officers. May I talk to my son privately in a calm and relaxed
That's
manner?
exactly how we did it.
Yeah, right. Boof.
The cops goes, "Well, I think everything's settled here."
Yeah, this boy has suffered enough.
Oh, God.
Maybe we better investigate. It sounds like there's a bit of noise back there in the
We
pizza
better
parlor.
stop this.
I'm so proud of my son. He's been calling a woman down the street and sexually harassing her. Fucking idiot. Like, oh, my son. All I want is a son that I can raise in my own image.
They played the tape for him because I denied it.
Oh,
God.
What does your dad think now that this is your living?
Funny phone calls are funny
loves
until it's your own kid. I remember my kids one time called Dial a Mattress, and I freaked out on them.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, you don't make phony phone calls. You leave that up to professionals.
In the hands of an
Right.
unprofessional, this is dangerous.
You're children, and that's my sponsor. You stop it now. Put my foot down.
I love when they threaten to, like on trading, when they threaten to call the cops. What can you possibly say to the police officer?
Meanwhile, the phone we call from, it's this high-tech, like they got these awesome phones for us when we came to Sirius.
Yeah.
It's some high-tech thing that sends out a signal that blocks any kind of caller ID. So there's no way they have our caller ID.
And
Well,
you'd be
that's
thrilled
the
if
funny
they
thing.
did.
They keep saying,
Oh, yeah.
we have your caller ID. And I'm like, they're waiting for you to call.
Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't mind if they called us at all.
Huge erection. Hugh erection.
Well, that's another one we've tried, like Hugh G-rection.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've gotten that on, right?
I can't remember.
That one we didn't get. No.
We've done
we got
so
Dixie
many of them.
Wrecked.
Dixie Wreck.
Yeah.
That we
Dixie
just heard,
R-E-C-T last name.
Dixie Wreck.
Yeah.
Like, how can you get cunt lips on there? Just can't.
No, yeah.
Connie
Connie
Lingus.
That one I think we got off as well.
Connie Lingus.
Yeah.
Well, that's an old one. All right, boys.
Cocksucker.
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 Zucker.
100 years old today, the cocksucker.
You never got that on.
No, that's on our list.
Yeah, but you can't get that on because no one's going to fall for cocks.
Well, you'd be surprised. You got curly pubes.
Hey, yeah,
curly
that's
pubes.
the
on.
guy
Pubes.
said pubes.
And
Curly
huge-
pubes is crazy.
and
So
huge
maybe
jasol.
maybe he'd say hairy cunt lips.
Harry anything is good. All right, get out of here.
All right,
And get back
thank
to
you.
work. Why are you in here not making phony phone calls? Get back to that dungeon I put you in.
We'll get right on it.
All right. I'm not paying you here to sit on the air. Sometimes you got to crack the whip on those two.